you will lose one of the most important people you've ever loved again and again and again. But I am so incredibly proud of you. Hi, my birthday is coming up. My 25th birthday is coming up in a few days, and I thought I would write a little letter to myself. And I don't know, it was an emotional one to write, and at the same time a proud letter. It's like I'm so proud of myself, the journey, the whole. Anyway, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shelly. We talk about honest personal growth and anything in and around life. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always hanging out with me. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and liking this video, and also telling a friend to tell a friend. So a letter to the 20-year-old me. Dear 20-year-old me, I know you're probably wondering how things turn out. You're standing at the beginning of so many things right now, full of dreams, questions, excitement, and if I'm being honest, a little fear too. You keep looking ahead, trying to figure out where life is taking you. You want certainty, you want answers, you want assurance that everything will somehow work out. So, I thought I would write you a letter from the future. I'm 25 by the way, and before I tell you everything else or anything else, I need you to know something. We made it. We really did make it. Not perfectly, not exactly how we imagined, but we made it. And I am so proud of us. There were days you thought you wouldn't be strong enough for what life would ask of you. Days when you questioned yourself, your abilities, your worth, and whether you were capable of becoming the woman you hoped to be. And somehow, through every season, every challenge, you kept going. And that persistence changed everything. You know that girl who was worried about whether she would ever find a place professionally? Well, I'm smiling as I write this because we finally found a job we actually enjoy. Can you believe that? Not only did we find one, but we've been there for a whole year. A whole year. Jeez. And the growth has been incredible. The confidence that comes from learning something new, the satisfaction of contributing and everything. The moments where you realize you're no longer the inexperienced girl trying to figure out everything. You're becoming a professional, a woman everyone and people can rely on. A woman who walks in rooms with knowledge, experience, and value to offer. And honestly, 20-year-old us would be so proud. You always wanted to build something for yourself, to prove that you were capable, to create a life that felt meaningful. And while you're still growing, you're doing it. Slowly, beautifully, one day at a time. But I also need to tell you something harder. Life will ask more of you than you expect. There will be heartbreaks you will never see coming. There will be losses that change you forever. There will be moments that split your life into a before and an after. And one day, you will lose one of the most important people you've ever loved. The kind of loss that changes the shape of your heart. The kind of loss that makes the world feel unfamiliar. The kind of loss that teaches you grief is not something you get over. It is something you learn to carry. I won't lie. I won't lie. Life never becomes the same after that. There will always be a space that belongs to them, a space no one else can ever feel. There are days when you will think about them, days when you wonder what life would have been and looked like if things had been different. Days when you miss them so deeply it catches you off guard. But here is what I want you to know. You survive it. Not because you stopped loving them, not because you stopped missing them, but because you learned that your heart is capable of holding both grief and joy at the same time. You learn to laugh again. You learn to dream again. You learn to hope again. You learn that carrying grief doesn't mean your life has ended. It simply means love existed. And somehow, even after everything, you pick yourself up again and again and again. That may be the one thing I am most proud of. Not the job, not the accomplishments, not the milestones, but the fact that when life knocked us down, we found a way to stand back up every single time. At 25, I have learned that strength doesn't always look like confidence. Sometimes it looks like getting out of bed when your heart is heavy. Sometimes it looks like showing up when you'd rather hide. Sometimes it looks like believing tomorrow can be better, even when today hurts. And you've done that more times than you could ever know. You should also know something else. You are kinder than you realize. People feel safe around you. They do trust you. They laugh with you. They come to you when they need encouragement. The things you sometimes overlook about yourselves are the very things that people love most about you. Your heart, your warmth, your resilience, your ability to even keep loving despite everything you've been through. And although life doesn't look exactly how we imagined at 20, there is still so much beauty here. There are dreams you're still chasing, prayers we are still praying, goals that we are still working towards. There are chapters we haven't lived yet, people we haven't met yet, places we haven't seen yet. And for the first time in a long time, I feel excited about what is ahead. So thank you. Thank you for holding on when things were hard. Thank you for believing in us when there wasn't much evidence. Thank you for taking the next step even when you didn't see the whole staircase. Thank you for surviving. Because of you, I get to be here. 25 years old, still growing, still learning, still healing, still becoming, still dreaming. And if no one else told you this today, let me be the one to say it, that I am so incredibly proud of you. Love, your 25-year-old self. Bye, guys.